2 of 10.2 measures of arcs. Let us find all the measures of these arcs. These are supposed to be arc measures. All my little carrots didn't quite print right. So PR is going to be that measure. That sure does look like a 90 because it's the same as my inside right there. SQ or TSQ. TSQ is going to go up all the way around. Let's see. I know that 19 and 19, that's vertical. But I don't know what U is yet. I'm going to give it a second and see if I need to find it for something else. Let's see. SUR. SUR. Yes, I sure am. Going to need to find it. And then PUQ. PUQ is going to be that piece. So PUQ looks the easiest so far. So I knew it was 90 minus 19. 90 minus 19 is going to be 71 degrees. Okay, to find the pink SUR, I'm going to take my diameter SQ, and which I know is 180 total. I'm going to take 180 minus 19, which is going to be 161. So you're 161. And then to go back to the orange here, TS all the way to Q, so that's this whole thing. I've got to do 19 plus 161 plus 19, which gets me 199. That makes sense. 161 plus 19 plus 19. 199 degrees. You could add up a couple of these. You'd have to figure out which ones to add, but a whole circle is going to get you 360. So that should help too. All right, let's see what's easy here. LN. LN. Oh, that's a pretty easy one. Because 40 plus 25 gives me 65 degrees. Great. Love starting simple. JL. JL is going to be 40 plus something else plus something else. Ooh, it looks like that 25 is a vertical angle with this. So I'm going to keep going and see if I have to find anything else that helps me. Let's do LJN. L all the way to J, all the way to N. Ooh, it's going to be adding up a whole lot of things. And then KPL, KPL. I knew I was going to have to solve that. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to start with KPL because I am going to use this diameter. I know the straight line is 180 minus 25 minus 40. 180 minus 25 minus 40 is 115. So this gives me this guy. Great. And now I can find the green one pretty easy. That JL is going to be 25 plus 115. 140. And now let's find that giant one. 115 plus 25 plus something else. Ooh, you know what's even easier than that? Than adding them all up? I know an entire circle is going to be 360 degrees. So I can just do 360 minus 40 minus 25. Is 295. I also could have figured out P. I know it would be a straight line, so I could subtract 25 twice. So if I had 180 minus, where's my straight line? No, just 180 minus 25. I know that this little P in here, this little guy, would be 155 because I took this straight line and subtracted 25. And you could have used that and added them all up, and it's still going to get you 295. All right, this one's a little different because we have percentages. So we need to figure out the percentages. Now, if you remember way back in the day, percent of something is multiplying. A percent times the whole. The whole of a circle is 360. So if we look at BC, we're looking at RAP. So I need 13% of 360, which is saying 0.13 times 360. 0.13 times 360 is 46.8 degrees. All right, FMC. FMC is going to be adding up pop, country, R&B. 9 plus 10 plus 11 is 30. 30 degrees of 360 is 0.3 times 360. 108. AHB, A to H to B. You know, rather than adding those up and subtracting, I'm just going to subtract 25%. 25% minus 100%, 75% is all I have left. So I'm going to find 75% of 360. It's 3/4 of the circle. 360 times 0.75 is 270. Makes sense. And then last but not least, EMD. EMD is 10% of 360. It's just going to be 36. Because I know 10% is just moving the decimal one place. You could have figured them all out. You could add them all up. You could double check your work. I'm not going to spend my time doing it. All right, we need to figure out X and some measures here. These are vertical angles, which is super helpful. These are also vertical angles, so those two are going to be equal to each other. And then this is a diameter, so this entire thing is a semicircle. It is 180. So 17x minus 41 plus 5x plus 23. Remember, this is a whole semicircle here, and we're talking degrees, so we can use 180. So what's that? 22x minus 18 equals 180. 22x equals 198. 198 divided by 22, x equals 9. So let's do some plugging in. It wants me to find JM, arch JM. Well, that is going to be equal to LK because they're vertical angles. So let's say 17 times 9 minus 41. 112 degrees. And then measure of KN, or JKN, JNK, plug it in, 5 times 9 plus 23, this is 45 plus 23, 68 degrees. Your homework is very similar. You got to name all the parts. We're going to keep throwing parts at you. 9, 10, 11 are like what we've done. 12's a little harder because you have to find percents of 360. You can do that. 13 and 14 make you solve it with some variables. You're going to do great.